Welcome back to First Moveable Guitar Chords. This book focuses on 8 movable chord shapes. We're on page 27 and we have 4 new power chord exercises. You can watch all these videos for free, but it's going to be a lot easier to learn if you have your own copy of First Moveable Guitar Chords that you can read from and write in. Plus you can help support a music teacher, so I'll leave a link in the description. Top of page 27 we have exercise 41. Let's look at how we're going to play these chords. The first chord is an A5 or A power chord with the root on string 6. So we need to find our A note on string 6. That's going to be our root note, and that will be at the 5th fret on string 6. And of course we play our power chord with the root right there. Next we have a C5 on string 6 as well. So that's going to be 3 frets higher at the 8th fret, same string, and then back to that A5 or A power chord again. And then to a D5 on string 5. Finding our D note on string 5 for our root, that will be at the 5th fret, and we play our power chord shape from there. Second line we have an E flat 5 or E flat power chord on string 5. That's just going to be 1 fret higher than your D, so slide 1 to your right with your root note right there at the 6th fret. Then back to D5, E flat 5 again, D5 again, to the A5 or A power chord you played earlier. And then we have a G5 or G power chord on string 6. Need to find our G note on string 6. That will be at the 3rd fret, just 2 frets lower than your A5. And then back to your A5. Once you're comfortable finding those chords, go ahead and play through the exercise at a nice moderate speed. A5, 2, 3, C5, A, D. Slide up for E flat, D, 1, 2, 3, 4 to your A, G, and your A. Number 42 begins with an F5 on string 5. First we need to find our F note on the 5th string. That will be at the 8th fret, and we play our power chord from that root. Then we have an E flat 5 or E flat power chord also on string 5. That's going to be 2 frets lower. That's where the E flat is, at the 6th fret. And then we have a D flat 5 on string 6. So we need to find our D flat note on string 6. That's going to be at the 9th fret, and we play our power chord from there. And then a B flat 5 or B flat power chord also on string 6. Finding our B flat note on string 6, that's going to be at the 6th fret, and that's where our power chord is located. Then next line, A flat 5 on string 6 as well. So we just slide down 2 more frets to the 4th fret where the A flat is, play the power chord from there, back to our B flat 5 or B flat power chord, D flat power chord, but this one, instead of being on the 6th string, it's going to be on the 5th string. So now we need to find our D flat on string 5. That's going to be at the 4th fret, and you play your power chord from there, and then it just kind of walks up to the F. E flat 5 is going to be 2 frets higher than that on the 5th string, and your F5 on the 5th string will be 2 frets higher than that at the 8th fret. Now that you know where to locate those chords, go ahead and play the exercise. F5 on string 5. To E flat, 2, 3, D flat on 6, B flat, down to A flat, B flat, to D flat on string 5, E flat, and F. Number 43 begins with an A flat power chord or A flat 5 on string 6. First we find our A flat note on the 6th string. That's going to be at the 4th fret, and we play our power chord from that root note. Then we have a B flat 5 or B flat power chord also on string 6. Just slide up 2 frets, and your root is on the B flat at the 6th fret. Then we have a G flat 5, also on string 6, so that's going to be down at the 2nd fret. That's where our G flat is, and you play your power chord from there, and then back to the same A flat 5 you played earlier. Then we have D flat 5 or D flat power chord on string 5. That's a pretty easy jump because your D flat is also on the 4th fret. It's just on the 5th string. Then your E flat 5, you're going to locate your root 2 frets higher on the 6th string and play your power chord from there. Then the same A flat 5 you played earlier on the 6th string, same B flat, and same A flat. Then play the exercise, nice moderate pace, use whatever pattern you like. A flat 5, B flat, and 2 and 3 and G flat, A flat. Switch strings for D flat, E flat, and A flat, B flat, A flat. At the bottom of page 27, we have exercise 44, begins with an E power chord or E5 with a root on string 5. First, we locate an E on the 5th string. That's going to be at the 7th fret, and that's where we place our root note for this power chord shape. Then F sharp 5, also on string 5. Your F sharp on the 5th string is at the 9th fret, just 2 frets higher than your E. And then a D5, also on string 5. So you need to find your D note on string 5 for your root. That's going to be at the 5th fret. And you play this power chord shape again on the 5th string. And then back to the same E5. Then we do switch strings. We have an A5 or A power chord on the 6th string. Finding our A on the 6th string, that's going to be at the 5th fret. And that's where we play our power chord. Moving to a B5 on string 6 as well. B is always going to be 2 frets higher than A, so you move your root note 2 frets up to the 7th fret. And then we play the E power chord that you played earlier with the root on the 7th fret, back to the D that you played with the root on the 5th fret, and then back to the E. And then play the exercise. Use whatever pattern you like. Play at a nice moderate speed. It's not about speed at this point, it's about finding chords. The speed will come with time. Beginning with E5 on string 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, F sharp, D, back to E, A, B, 2, 3, back to E, D, and E. Your assignment is to practice the exercises on page 27, and don't forget to order your own copy of First Moveable Guitar Chords. I'll leave a link in the description. Take your time with this, and then when you're ready, I'll see you on page 28 for the last lesson in this book. We're going to be looking at some more power chord exercises, and then I'm going to show you a bunch of other chord shapes that we didn't cover through this book, but will be handy as you learn songs in the future.